Podcast, WATP.
Of course, the big news, we've been talking about it. Anthony got the show on WABC radio. Can you believe he's done one episode so far? It's like made so much news. He's done 1 2-hour episode so far.
Sure.
But he already landed this syndication deal. They had a whole press release around it. This company that he works for syndicates to 388 stations across the U.S. I don't know if he's going to be on every station or how that's going to work. But
That's still a pretty good fucking move, though.
it's incredible. It's incredible by anyone's standards.
Yeah, you
Now
said it
there's-
last time, like when you said somebody showed up and then he announced he was going to be on the show, and then probably all these kids with TikTok and they spread it around, and you said hundreds of percent.
Yeah.
Like 40% increase is one thing. You can go, this maybe will pan out in the end. But when you say things like 200% increase in followership and downloads and stuff, you go, oh yeah, there might be something here.
233% increase.
That's crazy.
And people listening from the previous Sunday to the Sunday that Anthony was on.
Right. Triple.
And
that's how many.
Yes, and they have other metrics they don't even have yet from ratings books and things, but everything that they can see, every indicator was that this is blowing up. And so the other stations are like, we want this guy. And so now there's a syndication deal going. And most people are happy for Anthony and go, oh, that's cool. He's doing something different. He got back on radio and now it's blowing up for him. But there's a few people who don't like it. One of them being, of course, Opie. Another one being the curmudgeon that is Kevin Brennan.
Oh, Neil Brennan's brother?
Neil Brennan's brother is not happy that Anthony is doing so well on radio. And I happen to be watching this. We did a bonus show on Tuesday of WATP, and Missy was in the chat and told us about the syndication deal. It was breaking news. I didn't know about that. So after the show, I go upstairs in my office, and I'm texting with Anthony about it. And as I'm doing that, I'm watching Kevin Brennan on MLC, and I see this happen.
Oh, shit, look who's here.
Someone's doing well.
Look who's here. It's Anthony Snoozia. Oh, no.
So there's a super chat from Anthony, Compound Media, for $20. And it says, here's my charity for the day. Catch me on Shuli's show tomorrow night. Now, those are two things that are going to piss Kevin off.
Correct.
One, calling it charity. And this has been going on all week where Anthony's calling out all these e-beggars. And he includes, of course, Kevin Brennan in that list of people who just beg for money on the internet.
Yep.
And then to say I'm going on Shuli's show tomorrow night, of course, Kevin hates Shuli very much.
There's another level to it too, because it's $19.99. It's almost like Cumia is a troll samurai. Like the idea to know that the message will get across and piss him off enough, but it's $19.99. It's not $20. It's not $5. It's not $10. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 19. It just stuck him square in the heart, because I saw this clip and Kevin loses his goddamn mind.
It's one of his better donations. Kevin's money, from what I've seen reported, Kevin's money is way down from where it used to be.
Sure.
As far as donations go, I know viewership is down. I see the numbers. It's not as compelling. It's not as interesting. He doesn't. Every year around tax season, Kevin goes through this thing where he's just like, I'm paying all these fucking people all this fucking money. I just do this by myself and not pay anyone. And then it turns into this guy just screaming at videos he's never seen before, looking at them for the first time and getting confused by what's going on in the world.
After he said Cumia, or however he said it funny, when he goes, oh, fucking Cumia. If you look at him, like his eyes go dark, his teeth start cranking, like it literally, whatever the self-destruct button was, Cumia walked in and poked it. He said, there it is.
Know.
Watch this shit.
It's fantastic. I love this.
Here's my charity for the day. Hey, stop talking about my show in a negative fashion. We're having fun over here. Sorry, read super tips. I know you don't like them.
We're having fun over here. Wrong.
Yeah.
Super tips. I wonder why that's on your mind there. You don't have the super tip system, Kevin Brennan. You should look into it, though, and do a lot of work for it. Do wonders for you.
I know that's not the way of radio now. The way of radio is on the AM dial.
Oh.
Right? Hey, let's gather around the RCA family. We just had dinner. Our supper, as we call it back in the 50s. We had some supper, and now we're going to listen to Anthony Cumia wax nostalgic about stuff for 2 hours with no video.
So Kevin's angle on this. And it's fun to hear Opie's angle of Cope and now Kevin's angle of Cope. Kevin's big angle on this is radio doesn't have a video component.
Right.
And it's a really stupid argument.
That's retarded. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Well, for a number of reasons. A, no shit, Sherlock. But B, more importantly, Anthony's been doing a video show since before Compound Media in 2014 when he started up that company. He was doing it long before that when he was still on Opie and Anthony. He's one of the pioneers. Joe Rogan credits Anthony for why he started the Joe Rogan Experience because Anthony used to do Live from the Compound from his basement. He built a studio and just started streaming to the world long before most people did.
You could call him a pioneer.
You could call him a pioneer. The fact that the biggest podcast in the world credits Anthony for why he started doing that, you could call him a pioneer. And for Kevin to come out here and go, well, what a fucking idiot. He doesn't even have video. No. He still has video.
Yes.
He is not changing anything about what he's doing. He's just adding another show. He's just doing a Sunday night show that'll be syndicated to markets all across the United States. And you can still stream it, and you can download an app and listen to it that way. You can go to the website and listen to it. You can tune it in on your AM dial. There's a lot of different ways to hear the show if you want to.
It's absurd the way these people keeps acting like he quit his day job to go do a Sunday show. No. Now it's another level to the web to pull people back to the Cumia network. Like, you guys are fucking stupid.
Is it stupidity or is it jealousy? Because I see what's happening here is there's guys like Opie and Kevin Brennan who their careers are done. It's over.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of trying to hold on and have some kind of relevancy and make a little bit of money. I have some Opie shit coming up in a little bit. So pathetic. Him asking for super chats. Like, these guys are just trying to make a little bit of money and just keep this thing going, keep some kind of audience. And then they see Anthony go on and actually extend his career. And now he's back on the radio again. He's doing a whole new thing. And conservative talk, which is very popular.
Yeah.
I know everyone likes to shit on AM radio, and I get it. I'm not going to sit here and be like AM radio is the future. I know it's not, but conservative talk is very much alive.
Yeah,
on AM radio. That's what it's there for.
Listening medium is still alive too, and that's what's funny with all the streamers and YouTubers. There's a lot of people that do it, but Carl, not to get into your business, but like, you do pretty good on YouTube. You get your downloads and your live watches.
Sure.
I'm assuming your downloads in the podcast end are probably still substantial amount of your listening audience. Correct?
Yes. Yeah. No, we've always been a audio show first.
Right.
But Kevin actually used to be only audio. Then he was audio and video. And now he's only video, which is fine. A lot of people have done that, made the migration just to YouTube.
Yeah. It's just a moot point to be like,
keep my motherfucking name out of your motherfucking mouth.
He just gave you $20. I mean, it's not like he was saying bad shit about you. He's like, here's $20.
I don't need your $20.
Yeah, right. Like, normally this person hands the money back when they say that.
You just said
Only
thank you.
2 10s.
What's that, Jody?
You could have just said thanks.
Yeah. That also would have been fine.
Thank
Correct.
you.
No.
Cumia bragging about nationwide syndication is so pathetic in 2025. YouTube.
I have to ask a question before I go any further with this little clip.
I got one too.
Has Anthony been bragging about nationwide syndication?
That's not his style, is it?
I haven't seen him bragging about it. I saw him read the press release.
I saw him happy.
He seemed excited about it. He seemed happy about it. I don't know that
sharing
he's,
information.
yeah, I don't know that he's rubbing it in anyone's face. I haven't seen that aspect of it.
My question is, has Kevin Brennan had a stroke recently? Because I never noticed the dip in his lip. Like, he's really got some like Bell's palsy thing going on, and he's slobbering. He's so pissed off and hollering that he's literally spitting. He's spitting mad right now.
Do you think part of his face is numb? Is that what you're... Because that makes
I've got
sense.
it too. Like, I've got a saggy lip, and sometimes like I dribble a little bit. So it just kind of is what it is. He's pissed off, but you see it visibly. He's spitting out of his mouth, and he has to get a rag and wipe it a couple times.
Yes, he has the saliva rag next to him, which I don't know a lot of broadcasters who have that. Actually, I'll say this real quick. A quick aside. Everyone's been showing this, so I wasn't planning on showing it on this show today. But FK Mammy was at John's house and just pulled her phone out and was videotaping her tour of the house. And so you get to see like different angles. So she didn't want to make it obvious she was filming. So it's kind of just like looking at the floor a lot and stuff like that. They did it on Be Dabbling Live today. And so you get to see John's little studio where he has his ring light and his desk right there. And there's two hilarious things on the desk. One is a roll of toilet paper.
That's his saliva rag.
That's his saliva rag. I don't know why a roll of toilet paper is his go-to. He can't just have Kleenex or napkins or something normal. It's gotta be toilet paper. But the other one was a box of Just for Men. Did you happen to see that, Jody?
I did not. I missed that. I saw the hockey puck and the roaches in the corner, but I missed that part.
Yeah. Oh, there's some gross shit going on.
I saw it.
Yeah, we all saw it. That's why I didn't feel like I needed to bring it to this show.
It feels a little intrusive. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, I don't know if I would condone this, but that is kind of fun.
I feel weird about it too. That's why I'm not showing it on this show,
Sure.
but it's out there. Everyone can see it.
Thank you.
And yeah, just the fact that he's always talking about going to the Supercuts or wherever he goes to get glazed or whatever the word is. I knew it all along. There's no way a professional would do that poor of a job dyeing his hair.
Yeah, even at Supercuts.
Right. Yeah, I mean, these people have to be semi-professional to work at a company like that. All right, let's get back to this other lunatic.
Cumia bragging about nationwide syndication is so pathetic in 2025. YouTube is worldwide. Does that mean Ray Show is in worldwide syndication? Yes! Yes, Kuta! Kuta, that's exactly what it means. It's all in how you interpret it. Ray's worldwide syndication deal is in effect now and forever.
I mean, this is very disingenuous.
When you're
Obviously, this is a dumb
arguing
argument.
Yeah, when your arguing point is, because obviously Ray DeVito, like you've lost the argument, guy.
Right.
You move on to the next
Also,
thing.
Anthony's AM show, I've already seen people post the whole thing on YouTube. So it's also, everything's on YouTube. So that's not really the point. Yes, YouTube is international, but there's also a lot more competition, and shows like Ray DeVito's don't really rise to the top all that often. But
I get downloads in Indonesia too, Ray. They don't speak English there. They're
Right.
pulling your leg.
it's not real. But if there's a limited number of frequencies on your AM dial, and he's on one of them,
YouTube is worldwide. China!
not in China.
Or did they not allow it in China? I know
Probably
they
not.
don't allow something over there. Is it Twitter? Right?
And then he brings it back up. This is what's so great. This worked perfectly for Anthony because you could tell how much it bothers him. He keeps bringing it back up on the screen to yell more about it.
I thought it was performative for half it because Kevin Brennan is the funniest when he's pissed off and screaming. But you know what I know? I've seen him do. Like he knows how to move the chess pieces around and really get stuff out of people.
Mm-hmm.
And when he's by himself, he's you fucking, and then he stops and he goes, well, maybe not so much in China. Like that's where I start to wonder if it is performative, if he's just turning the juice on and off, because it is funny that he could be seething mad and then be like, maybe not. That was stupid. I shouldn't have said that. But anyway,
Right.
fuck Anthony again.
No, Kevin is definitely genuinely way funnier than most of the people that we review here on WATP.
Sure.
He's just lost his fucking mind. He's just mentally ill. He's a mental patient.
He's turned into Stuttering John, and that's I wish I knew which person made the comment because it was a very valid point. It says it's interesting to see how KB was the original rage, stuff. You fuck, and then John picked up that habit,
Right. From watching him. Yep.
screaming and spitting and all this stuff. And now we've made full circle where now Kevin Brennan is doing the impression of John screaming and spitting on himself, of John doing Kevin. Like this is crazy.
I don't know if I've heard that interpretation before. That is
Yeah, check the comment section.
brilliant point. Okay. I like it.
And all you need is a stroke.
That's all it takes, a couple mini strokes.
Stroke
And you
or
can
two.
be there too.
Tony Two Naps! Come on, man, pick it up! Give it-
Whoa. Anthony's nickname is Tony Two Naps?
No,
Am I not the nap king anymore?
you're on his mind, Carl.
What the
Rent-free.
fuck?
I didn't have the heart to break it to you, but
Yeah, no one told me.
sorry.
Come on, man, pick it up! Get video! Then fucking talk to me! Go suck a dick! Go bite a chick's arm!
Oof. I gotta look at his tongue, what his tongue just did to get all that saliva back in his mouth just now. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in on this monster.
This is what good-natured ribbing looks like.
Yes.
Ho, ho, ho.
Let's watch this. Let's see what's doing here.
Come on, man, pick it up! Get video! Then fucking talk to me! Go suck a dick!
Whoa! That is crazy right there.
Unpleasant.
It's unpleasant.
Yo, then fucking talk to me. Go suck a dick. Go bite a chick's arm.
It's
And
funny.
I'm trying to be nice because of the holidays. Gotta be fucking kidding me.
He definitely got something with that tongue too. I've seen, nature videos slow-mo where the frog and it just like picks that fucking insect right out of the air. Whatever was coming off of his lip, he got it. He just nailed it with his tongue right there. Impressive.
Oh, he's gonna be on Chili no more. Oh no, with Chad. You do Cumia's cocks with Chad?
Now anger at Chad is coming out. This really worked better than he possibly could have hoped.
Chad's going over there too.
What's that?
When he gets done screaming, like he's out of breath. You could tell
Yeah.
like he's getting his cardio in for the day with this.
There's also been speculation that he no longer lives with his family.
Yeah.
And I think things like this are a good example of that because how long a young, attractive wife that he has is going to put up with hearing this from the other room? And you know he's in a shit mood afterwards. You know, he'll just turn off and just be like, hey, so anyway, I just got done with the podcast. How was your day today, sweetie? That's not happening.
Oh no, with Chad? You do Cumia's cocks with Chad? Chad's going over there too. You guys are gonna stick it to me. I'm stuck. Whatever will I do? I got nowhere to go. Adrian! And he's gonna hop on his ham radio after this. He's gonna go on to Twitter. Crank it up, Missy.
That's literally Opie's joke. The ham radio. It's not great.
Yep.
Not great, but that was a super chat that he's reading, so it's not. I won't put that on Kevin. By the way, thank you, Stalin19, for pulling this clip for us. Like I said, I was watching it live, but Kevin does this brilliant thing that all brilliant marketers do, where he makes it impossible to find his stuff. Chad does this. There's a lot of guys who think it's a really good idea to do a show and then make it impossible to ever be found, and so no algorithm will ever pick it up and make you a recommendation for someone who's not familiar with your show. It's great.
We call it the Patrick Michael method.
It is, yes. Some people find me and then I run and hide from them.
I'm going on to Twitter. There's a guy who hired Bill Schultz when Andrew Schultz wanted to work there. And he gave him 4 days a week. He hired a junkie, Artie Lang, paid him $8K a week if he showed up on time. If he did 4 appearances a week, he got $8K.
This is very telling because now this isn't comedian Kevin Brennan doing a theatrical performance.
Nope.
This is literally what his problem was with Compound Media, that other people are getting paid more than him and were doing more shows than him. And so, yes, this is all true that Artie Lang, when he was hired to be on the Artie and Anthony show, was told, I think it works out to $400,000 a year. I think he's going to say that. All he has to do is be there on time. Mm-hmm. Show up at 4 o'clock, work 4 to 6, Monday through Thursday, and you'll make this money. And guys like Kevin Brennan saw how much money they were making. They're like, what the fuck? Yeah. But there's a reason why Artie was getting paid the big bucks. Artie is a draw. Yeah. Artie has a huge fan base.
Because cocaine is expensive.
They put, yes, very true. They put a billboard up to announce that Artie was back with Anthony Cumia, because in New York City, that's a big deal.
They already knew. They already baked in that he wasn't going to show up. They're like, this guy's a junkie, probably won't show up. So we'll have to give him a deal to incentivize this junkie to show up. But they paid him $8K a week, $400K a year. After Keith the cop was like, well, Gavin wanted $400K. Places offered him $400K. We don't have that kind of money. They did for a junkie.
Yeah, because he brings in money. See how that works, Kevin? Like people go, oh, Artie's on Compound Media. I want to listen to Artie. I'll subscribe to Compound Media. They don't go, oh, Kevin Brennan is ranting like a lunatic on Compound Media.
Yep.
Please take my money.
He's being a total Angel Reese right now.
Yes, you're right.
Go fuck yourself. Enjoy Shuley. I thought Missy didn't like the Shuleys. She got mad when you go on the Shuley show?
Missy has told me he's one of the good ones.
Andy, what are you doing? You know we don't like Shulies here. New sponsor. I just woke myself up. God damn it.
And
Now
the
I'll never
neighbors.
get to sleep. Congratulations, though, on your syndication deal. Let me know when you get video. Let me know.
I mean, this is the dumbest angle. It's the only thing he's got.
It means so we
Opie's-
can snipe it, right? Because he has no interest in listening.
You're
So he's
right.
like, let me know when you get video, and then I can try to make fun of it.
You're right, because him and Chad sniped the first episode and they
Right.
couldn't.
Right. It's barely sniping.
Yeah, they're just listening to it, just
Yeah.
watching, and just like, oh,
It was pretty good.
yeah. I know Chad's critique. Oh, look, he's introducing who he is. Yeah, it's his first episode,
Yeah.
the first show on
How about
WBC. That's how I would start.
Take notes, you fucking idiot.
You got to use your fucking ears. We did it here, Carl. The first 40 minutes of the show. We
That's
didn't
true.
show one video of that guy with his dick locked up getting beat up.
I was hoping that show didn't have video, and it did,
No.
which worked out really well for all of us.
Yes. Agreed.
Because it was not easy. I'm not gonna lie. I did watch it, but it was not easy. Yeah, everyone's used to video now. It's like when they made the TVs. Remember when they made the TV? Radios weren't as popular.
Actually, Kevin, I don't remember when they made the TVs.
Nope.
You do. I don't.
In the house. Because they're like, honey, you got the Dick Van Dyke show over here. We don't have to listen to Milton Berle anymore. Come on, honey. Howie Mandel asked you to be on his podcast rebuttal. Are you doing it? Rebuttal of what? Anthony Cumia super tip? Yes. Fuck yeah. Am I going to go out there? No, I'll snipe in though. I don't have to leave my house. I don't have the balls. According to Compound Media's
You
Pam
brought it up
Shuley,
again.
I don't have the balls to do stand-up. I'm afraid. If Kevin was black, maybe he'd have the balls to do stand-up. If Kevin was black. How about if Anthony was black? What kind of a fucking... He would be so confused. He'd hate himself so much.
Yeah,
Like
there's actually a bit about that on the Chappelle show that your brother wrote. It's pretty epic.
Yeah, he's coming around to it, Carl. I think it's the next thing he says.
Yeah, Neil was in the skit, actually.
It's Dave Chappelle's skit.
Right.
How's he doing?
So you said
How's Dave Chappelle doing? Selling out any arena he wants to. He's doing pretty well, actually. What are you talking
He
about?
can take multiple years off when it feels like it.
Yes.
Neil. Anything else? Wow, I really had a good time.
Good
The
job.
madder I get, the more I enjoy it. So I'd like to thank everybody.
that should be the name of his show.
He's like a Sith Lord.
He is.
He's gone to the dark side.
Especially Tony Two Tens.
Oh,
Tony Two Tens. Stevie Lou came up with it to stick it to you. Remember he broke your desk and you almost cried like a bitch? Pissy eyes Cumia? Your dad would have been ashamed of you crying because Stevie Lou broke your desk. Stop crying, you pissy-eyed bitch. That's what he would have said. But he's not here, so I'll say it for you. Stop crying, you pissy-eyed bitch. Don't cry because you don't have video. Just be thankful that you got audio.
There you go.
Fucking hacks.
yeah.
When will it end? Never. Never.
Jesus. Settle down, Beavis. God damn.
I'm glad he's bringing back the hack, though.
What am I, a hack? Hacker.
Hack. Hacky.
Any other thoughts on that, Jody? I know you enjoyed that clip.
I don't know what time of day this was recorded, but I can imagine whatever hotel or apartment complex or wherever he lives, like his neighbors probably all put in some complaints that day in the box downstairs.
Yeah, he's losing his fucking mind.
He's
And
a fucking lunatic.
I know people like when his microphone cuts out, but if he could just invest in an actual broadcast microphone,
Right.
one that you could talk loudly away from and then quieter on top of, broadcasting,
Yeah.
basic dynamics in broadcasting.
Use your range, Kevin Brennan. I know it's in you.
It could be fun.
Who are these podcasts?